Hey everybody, this is another episode of Maliri Plays Magic. Um, in this episode, what we're going to do is my nephew has asked about my white weenie deck and how that works. And so we're just going to go over that real quick, and then I'm going to play a couple of games with it, and, we'll have some fun with it. Okay, so do this. Lands. I feel like this is a little excessive, but it is what it is, right? Um, so Lunarch Veteran is pretty awesome because you get the one life when the creature comes in under your control, and then if it dies and you disturb and bring it back, you get the life when your creatures would be put into the graveyard instead. This guy, you can have him to gain a life and put a +1/+0 until end of turn on a creature. Um, Pretty useful in a deck that is based all around life gain. Um, so this guy, um, it's drafting the cards on the right hand side. Uh, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's pretty good. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain one life. Um, so with so with that, you could gain life when your opponent brings uh, critters in, and for one white, can't really beat that. Um, Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with blind. Good if you're doing enchantment decks, not so good for this deck, but it's fine. All that glitters, enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Again, not that great for this deck, but great for lots of other decks. Um, Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until banishing light leaves the battlefield. I mean, always useful. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. Uh, I mean, that's super powerful. Um, Whenever one or more creatures attack, you may have target attacking creature gain double strike until end of turn. Um, Double strike. Can't go wrong, right? Um, Creatures you control get +1/+1. Can't go wrong. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then has two colorless, one white, untap this creature. Uh, I mean, yeah, great. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to one target artifact or creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Uh, Lots of good useful uses for that. Uh, Angelic Gift enters the battlefield, draw a card. We love like drawing cards. And Trinity creature has flying. Spectral Steel, Trinity creature gets +2/+2. Pay one colorless, one white. Exile Spectral Steel from your graveyard. Return another target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. Again, great for lots of decks, not this one. The Cleric class, which is good for this deck. Um, That's really good for the Samurai decks. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Missed the first one, which I skipped over. If an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. So, let's look at this guy. Yeah. Um, our next dude here is put a +1/+1 counter on him whenever you gain life. So again, that's the Lunarch Veteran, the Traveling Minister, um, Impassioned Orator. So this guy right here has won me a few games. Um, Partly if you get to the point where you have 8 or 10 mana available at your disposal, then you throw this guy out, and then you have like 4 or 5 copies of him, and you've tapped everything your opponent controls. And again, if you've done it 5 times and you have a couple of orators out and a veteran out, then you're getting life each time that happens. Um, Steadfast Paladin, cheap 2/2 lifelink, cheap in its life game. It'll probably be one of the first cards to get swapped out when the new set drops. Um, Angel of Vitality, because gain that life, much life +1, so get an extra life out of it, which is again super useful for this guy. Gaining 2 life instead of 1 life. Um, oops. And then if you have 25 or more life, he gets +2/+2. Um, Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Silver Shield Unicorn. It's just like the Hallowed Priest, except it starts out as a 3/2 instead of a 1/1. So, I mean, Halo Fountain. Pay 1 white, tap it, untap a tapped creature you control, create a 1/1 green-white citizen creature token. You get to untap a creature and create a creature. It's great in this deck. Pay 2 white, tap it, untap 2 tapped creatures you control, draw a card. Again, we love drawing cards. 5 white, tap it, untap 15 tapped creatures you control. You win the game. Everybody likes winning, right? Rumor Gatherer. You should be casting lots of creatures, so the scrying and extra card drawing is nice off this guy. I just have one of these celebrity fencers in here just to mix things up a little bit. This guy is so cool. 4/4 for 4, so that's not bad. But whenever he attacks, create 2/1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking. So unless they get killed by instants or sorceries or something, that's and you have your orator out. That's 2 tokens. That's 2 creatures that just boom. There's a point of life each, and then they're already tapped and attacking. So unless they get killed by sorceries, there's another couple of life out of them, and then you add that up, and suddenly your Hallowed Priest and your Celestial Unicorns just get like 4+4/+4. So pretty good. And then Inspiring Commander. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and draw a card. I mean, gaining life and drawing cards, and almost everything in this deck is everything except the Celestial Unicorns and Leonin. The War Leader here is power 2 or less. So everything in here except for 5 creatures total. 6. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2. Sometimes numbers are hard. Don't make fun of me. Alright, so that's basically just an overview of the deck. And then, of course, these guys. Probably when Dominaria comes out, United comes out, I probably drop this down to 16 planes and 4 Gates of the Citadel, because 24 lands is excessive, I feel. But, it is what it is. Alright, so let's play a couple of games with this and see what happens. So, I do like Arena. It is super easy. Ugh, I don't want to do the alchemy. I want to just do alchemy. This is an alchemy format deck as well. Most of mine are. That's just the style I'm trying to get into. Um, just if I'm gonna play this, um, the standard in alchemy, I'll have two sets of decks for each, and just oop, diz it. Yeah. When people put numbers in their name, I'm never sure what I'm supposed to feel about that. Right? Okay. I'll keep this. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I haven't played this deck in a while, so we'll see how this goes. I have a black green deck that I will be doing my next video over that I've been playing very exclusively. It is a lot of fun. Let's see. This is how this deck starts off. So he's got planes too. Oh, planes and islands, so conniving. It's an interesting game mechanic, I feel. Um, it certainly allows you to pull out some beefier critters earlier in the game at the cost of a non-land card in your hand, but right? I could actually use some in my black-green deck, but I don't know what I would sub out yet. It's such a fun deck. It's when it goes off right, it just yeah. But this goes well too when and here it goes. What are you doing? Yes, into it. Gotta love those little life gaining cards, lands. Mm-hmm. Well, put this one into play first. Then we'll put this one into play. Mm. See what he's got. Oh, he's gonna take it. All right. Good times, good times. Nothing. Yeah, yeah. Playing it very cautiously. Ah. Um, hmm. Looks like plans for my bigger one. Uh, I don't think we've lost that anyways. Not super worried about that. Just the one attacker. Just the 7/7. But see, this is how this deck goes off. Um, alright, just taking the damage. And then do what you gotta do, right, brother? No judgment. I'm prone to taking the damage versus killing my creatures, but He's in a bit of a predicament here. Next turn, one of these guys will come out. That'll make him a 9-9 and a 7-7. Unless he's playing blue, I'm expecting him to jump one of these back to my hand or something. He might have, I say he. I should say that I just say he, not as a gender thing, but as a I am lazy when it comes to the English language. And I'll switch between he and they. They is what I try to use, but I'm not always the best at remembering. Mm. Oh, man, he exiled it. He's probably got more of that exile action coming up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do this. Weird. Yeah, he didn't block any of my damage at any point in time. That could have been a very different game had he done so. But hey, I will take the win. Uh, doesn't help me with my killing my opponent's creatures that I'm trying to work on. You know what? I'm never good at killing creatures. Okay, black or red spells, we can do that. We're gonna do that as our next second event. We're gonna do one more of the white wing life game. Yeah. Hopefully I'll lose this game and can show you what happens when it goes wrong. You know, because learning experience is what it's all about, right? I'm not even gonna comment on that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep this one. I go first again? Wow, that's crazy. Let's drop that out. Let's see. Midnight green and blue. Put down this guy first. Oh, I didn't. Apologize for the eye rubbing, but itchy eyeballs, am I right? Alright. And wonder if he's surprised if he knew that was coming. Alright. We'll leave it there, right? Apologize. It's gonna be Highlands. Got some decisions to make now. Got 5 mana. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw that. It's, it's just for fun, right? See what he blocks, what he doesn't block, right? Assuming he's going to block the war leader. Yeah, he's going to kill him. But he didn't kill the paladin. Be a problem for him. Maybe not. Let's see. 12 to 28, right? He's got 5 cards, 5 mana. He's got lots of options. What's this thing do? Oh, Trevor. Yeah. He's got tons of mana. Destroyed that. That's. I don't even know what to say about it. Gotta be aggressive with these little weenie guys, right? Like, just gotta be, like, just as aggressive as you can be. Oh, yeah. Now, we got some critters. And we're at 34 life. We can afford to, take the damage. Ooh, Titan of Industry. He's got, I see what he's going on. He's got some massive guys. Wait, Rhino? Yeah. It certainly slows my momentum, not gonna lie. Ooh, that planes doesn't help. Uh, Boy, let's see. Three attackers. Sacrifices to make my priest bigger, which will probably backfire on me. Because all he's got to do is return them to my hand or exile them or whatever. Stupid. But I'm going to do it and see what happens, right? Boy, Glorious Sunrise is not going to end well for me. No, I do. Oh, man, that was dumb. I made a bad choice. That was stupid of me. I wasn't thinking, because then I could have tapped him and he would have made 4 tokens, and that would have been ridiculous. Yeah, see, and instead I'm just gonna... it's just all gonna go wrong. Ding, 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 ding. I think it's just getting ready to, like, annihilate me. But attacking me before. Very cautious. Right. I haven't done any of my life fingers yet. Knock me down. So. And or he's just tapping on fun. I think he's just tapping mana for fun. I, the logical choices. You think I have indestructible or something? Alright. See, this is what happens when this deck stands out, though. I mean, it's not like it's doing terrible. It's just... Ah... but we've got... Four life gain is a pretty smart choice. I've been mid 8. See what you got. This is how this card helps you win games. And that is the joy of having a small child who is currently teething. So I got to lose a game because I had to run away and deal with my child. But, I mean, you know, at least I'm not the asshole dad that just sat here and played his game instead of checking on his child, right? So that was the white deck, and that's how it works. Alright, so my next video will be my green-black deck. And that will start up in sometime, let's see. Alright. If you like this, like, subscribe, do all those things that people are supposed to do.